Hi guys, welcome to the first edition of the new taco clock. So I'm very sorry if you hear weird sounds like pling and plang and whatnot. That's my messenger. One of my best friends is just sending messages, and although I have my iPad and all of that on mute, still it does make a pling, so yeah, you have to deal with that today. So I'm having Indian Ceylon tea with a bit of honey tonight, and as you see, I'm all lit by artificial light, so it's almost 10 p.m. in my time zone, and I've been goddamn working with so many things for so many hours today. So I had a very productive day, I have to tell you. I was, after last night's special announcement video, I was awake for a couple more hours to do some art stuff, working, editing, all of that stuff. And that was like 2:30 this morning that I went to bed. So once I woke up again and all of the things that I did today that I'm gonna tell you in a sec, I'm almost past a 12-hour day. And I'm exhausted, I have to say, but in a good way. Sorry. Jeez. Like, do you know that feeling when you can't really stand on your feet anymore? Like, you're so tired and so spent, but energized and excited in the same way. Like, you did good today, you were successful, you achieved something that you wanted to do, and it took all the energy you had, but you managed. Well, that's the state I'm in right now, because I've been working my ass off today, and I had such a good and successful but also creative and surprising day, and that always, it energizes me in a way, but more like on how am I? Not on a physical, but on a mental level, if you know what I mean. It's like, I know it's totally weird, but hey, bear with me. This is not my mother tongue that I'm talking in, so I might miss a couple of words. So here's what I did today. So this morning until, like I said, 2:30, I was editing videos, uploading stuff to the advent calendar, still private, playlist that I was working on, or that I am working on, like all of September. As you know, if you saw a couple of my vlogs a couple of weeks ago. So I've been working for at least 15 hours each day to get things done and have everything the way I want it to be, and ready to just send to my subscribers and the world out there. So I've been working on that, and then I went to bed at, like I said, 2:30, and until I slept and got all like calming down and all of that stuff, it was maybe like, I don't know, 3:30, which is not too late for me. I'm a night owl and I love working at night, but I'm on a weird schedule that is, I have to wake up quite early in the morning because my husband is also working on weird hours currently. He's working mostly nights because he's working on a US West Coast time, which is like 9 hours after us. And that means that some of his conference calls are like starting at 11 p.m., which makes it work until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. as well. So just like I do. So usually he was awake at 8:30 and I was just going to bed, and now we had things figured out and covered, like DHL Amazon guy delivering things. Now, not so much, because we're more like on the same schedule instead of working around the clock, like one sleeping, one working. And we're still in that phase that we try to figure out things. So I'm not waking up at 1 or 2 p.m. like I usually do. Currently it's more like 9:30, 10 a.m. to catch all of the stuff that goes on here during the day. And I work till 2 a.m. in the morning still, so that has not changed. No, not the slightest. However, what I did today, before I go into the topic that I want to cover today, just very quickly, very successful. I did 3 watercolor paintings on surfaces that you would not expect, which I'm going to talk about in a couple of minutes. I also published my Art Journal Watch Along video of the week, and I am Groot. That's all I have to say for that. You can click on the links below to take a look and then come back, or watch this video first and then look at the Art Journal stuff. I also have to say that in the wake of my current video shoot, I found out that I rediscovered paper crafting things, so I got some deliveries today. That's why I had to get up that early in the morning. And the other delivery will be here on Wednesday, and then I can, well, do some more stuff that you will see probably in December. Maybe some stuff you will see also in October on my blog, probably, because they're just not Christmas related, but they're paper crafts, and yeah, totally got into that. It's amazing. So damn, it's so much fun, but I don't know. I'm currently publishing at least 9 videos a week, best case 11 videos. So the day or the week only has 7 days, and I don't know how to get all of the stuff done in one day or in whatever, let's say a week, because I don't have to do with certain kind of painting like every day. But I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. All the things that I want to do and that I'm so interested in, and while still keep my schedule somehow, because this is something that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. How to keep your schedule and keep moving forward and not falling into laziness and oblivion when you're self-employed working from home. That's the topic tomorrow that I want to cover, but that's just something that with the upcoming delivery already being announced, like today is at, I guess, maybe 2 p.m. I got an email from the vendor saying, hey, your delivery just got dispatched, and Wednesday morning you're gonna have it at your house. And it's like, damn, I so badly want it because I want to work with that stuff, but on the other hand, it's like, shoot, when am I gonna fit that into my normal weekly routine? What am I gonna take out? How am I going to be more efficient? How can I do that? So that's what's going in my head right about now, and like I said, we're gonna cover that tomorrow. But what I also did today, I did shoot 3 videos of the 3 paintings that I did. 2 are for the advent calendar, 1 is not. And I did shoot all of the photos and did get the 2 advent calendar videos edited, like with a voiceover, and they're currently uploading on YouTube, so I can like do all the YouTube stuff, annotations, all that nonsense. That is so important for the videos, and have my playlist ready. Sorry. The third one is more of an autumny theme, and I did not voice it over yet because I want to know something, and I'm going back and forth with myself and left shoulder, right shoulder brain. I don't know if you'd like to have the Friday art stuff videos to be with music like they are now, or if you maybe want to have sometimes, not on every painting, but sometimes when I feel that I could share important information on how to approach certain things or why I try out something. If you want those videos to be voiced over with kind of a tutorial and not have my standard music and the blog to explain everything in German and English, so I would be more than grateful if you could give me a hint, if you would be even interested in hearing kind of tutorial videos for something that is not my art journal. Because I'm going back and forth thinking this is the greatest idea, and then again like, why would anybody listen? And I just don't know. So please help me out here, give me a hint, just plainly say go for the voiceover or go for music. Any information that I could get from you guys, I would be more than appreciative of it, because I'm going back and forth on that particular idea, and I just don't know how to go forward. So if you would let me know, that would be so helpful. Would save me a lot of time and nerves, to be honest. So that's what I did today. That was my day, other than making dinner, having dinner, having tons of coffee, and, well, waking up, which is not the nicest part of my day. So what I wanted to talk about today, and I have to get a sip of tea first. So I was saying my topic today was painting on unusual surfaces, because that's what I did today. And I wonder if every artist has that moment in their career, or just the hobby, that moment when you think, oh, I wonder if that would work. And it not being something that is like Captain Obvious, of course you try that, like colored pencils with watercolors on paper. Sure thing, you try that at one time, but there's other techniques that you could combine that are not as obvious, I'd say, because the technique or the material just hinders you to go there. So what I tried out today, which is quite unusual, was watercolors on different surfaces that are not watercolor paper. So first of all, I did use this 20 by 20 centimeter artist board. It's like a canvas surface on a cardboard, but like real solid, as you can hear. The second thing I tried is watercolors on wood. And I'm not gonna say how that worked out. You will have to wait, I'm sorry, but for the cardboard here, it worked out well. I would have imagined that you would have needed certain gels or fixatives, something that you mix with the watercolor that makes it stay on the board, because these boards do not suck in any liquid. And you would think like with the watercolor paper you need something to suck in that color to a certain degree to keep the shapes that you are actually painting? No, you don't. Either, there's two ways to approach it without any extra, let's say, medium to help along the watercolor on these boards. Either you paint with the watercolors with not as much water and almost go to the state of acrylics, which, well, it doesn't help along that watercolory feeling where it bleeds into something or it fades out, which is actually the beauty of that color. But I think for certain maybe outlines or certain parts of your painting, depending on what your theme or your topic is that you're painting, I think you could pretty much go with the minimum amount of water that you need to apply the watercolors, and they stay on the surface. I can promise you that. Try that. The other thing is, and that is actually the technique or the approach I like more, is that you make the colors bleed intentionally, like in a way that you really go for the blurry parts of a photograph, for example. I watered down the cardboard before I applied the first layer of paint that was watered down as well. So I really went for watercolors. And when there's also then that thing, do you use a blow dryer or a heat gun to set the thing quicker, or don't you? And if you paint something that has a certain shape and you don't want to move one pigment of that color to the left or right, leave it. Let it dry naturally, like with a normal air that you have in your room. If you don't mind that pigments are moved, or if you intend to have them moved, especially for very interesting background patterns, use a blow dryer, not even a heat gun, but a blow dryer, and set it on high so that the air that is coming out is not only really hot, but like moving the liquid quite a bit, and you get the greatest shapes. Today I was just standing there in awe, looking at my cardboard canvas piece while I moved around a color that I had on my background, and how those water droplets, well, carry pigments, left pigments, make patterns, lights and shadows on that monochrome background. And I was really amazed, and I don't have that all the time with media and the stuff that I do. Usually I have very planned paintings, although they look messy, they are not. I do have a very certain thing that I want to achieve once I start painting, but with watercolors, and especially watercolors on a medium or on a surface that you do not expect to have it on, you can let loose, like you can let go and really experiment, which is the coolest thing ever. If you paint like every day and there's just, your head is bursting with ideas beforehand and afterwards. So once you're done with that painting and you like it, you get at least 20 other ideas that you want to approach with the same technique. So be aware, have material ready. When you try something new on a new surface, have more than one piece, just in case it works out really well and you want to do something else that just pops into your head. So that was something that, this made my day pretty much. this is what was most significant about today's work and what I learned, what I experienced, what I like, the emotions that you get, although you know what kind of painting you're going to paint, but the outcome is still a surprise because you never tried that technique before and you haven't seen it somewhere that could actually give you a hint if it works or not. Gee, that was a surprise and a nice one at that, I have to tell you. And I know that I'm quite cryptic here and I'm so sorry, but you have to wait until December for the results to be seen full way. I would love to, well, publish a sneak peek today, but I just can't. I would take way too much. There's no way of a sneak peek. The same thing that goes for those canvas cardboards also goes for wood. If you have a wooden surface that is not too rough, watercolors apply surprisingly nice onto it. So if you have some piece of wood laying around at home that is not varnished, so not a furniture piece, I wouldn't go for that, but natural wood that is not too rough so that you would have splinters in your hand once you go over the surface, go for it. Use a lot of water, I have to tell you that. You have to water down the colors quite a bit and go for 2 or 3 layers. But the outcome is astonishing. I was really surprised and almost overwhelmed. Try it out. It's really amazing. Gosh. I'm still thinking about it. It's like, oh, God. It's almost 10 p.m. and I had almost 12 hours of working today and still my head is running wild without stuff. It's like, Urgh. But I won't do any more paintings today. I will only edit this particular video and upload it so that you guys can see. And then I'm gonna call it a day. I have to, because tomorrow is another day and I have to do things there and have a vlog, right? So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Like I said, I would be very grateful and very thankful if you would give me a hint, if you would be interested, Jesus Christ, in the kinds of videos that do have a voiceover with kind of a tutorial on the Fridays as well, like once in a while, not every time. I don't think that there is a thing for that, like an interest, but maybe sometimes when I discover something new, please let me know. Otherwise, if you have any questions, any ideas, anything that you want me to talk about, go ahead. Leave a comment down below and I will do my utmost to, well, have a vlog about that with an educated opinion about whatever you want to hear about, have me talk about. I'm very interested in anything that goes through other artists' head. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is in the world when you watch this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.